Test.
Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge...
Okay, we're going to do it again.
Okay.
Colors.
We're going to do that again. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great job, great job. Wait till the colors.
You may now be seated.
Great job, gang. Great job. Good job. Proud of you. Can I go ahead? Let them get seated. Let them seated. Let them get seated. No hurry, baby. No hurry. No hurry. We're going to stretch it out for an hour.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, I would like to welcome our distinguished guests who have given up their time to be with us tonight. School Board Chairman, Mr. Tim Bryant. Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Marcus Chambers.
Good evening. I am Avery Often, and it is my honor to welcome you to the Crestview High School Class of 2021 graduation ceremony. To begin with, I would like to take this opportunity to say congratulations to my fellow students. When we started out as freshmen, we never would have imagined our senior year experience would include a pandemic, but we survived and thrived. I would also like to say thank you to our administration, faculty, and staff. You have had to navigate unknown territories the past year and continue to believe in us and push us to our full potential. Finally, thank you to our families for your constant support throughout this most interesting and unforgettable time. In a short time, the class of 2021 will cross the stage to receive our diplomas when we celebrate our accomplishments and take the next steps in our journey. Our high school experience has had some unexpected turns over the past year. We navigated a new platform of learning, becoming more independent and resilient in the process. The word Zoom has taken on a whole new meaning that we could never have expected. As students, we have figured it out, whether we wanted to or not, and we're able to learn successfully. Our teachers continue to teach us while learning to do so in new ways, and they did it masterfully. Our educators and families have provided us with a solid foundation and are ready for the next step. Although we did not anticipate the challenges we have seen, we have a real opportunity. Our high school experiences have prepared us to strike out and succeed as America gets back to what makes us uniquely American. Working hard, innovating, seizing and maximizing opportunity, and working together to solve problems. There really isn't anything we can't do. As Steve Prefontaine once said, to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. Class of 2021, let's give it our best.
Thank you, and good evening. To the superintendent, high school administration, faculty and staff, parents, other guests, and parents, I am reminded of the following quote. You cannot control the pain that comes with adversity, but you can control your response and have more courage and strength in the face of it. There is no doubt that we face adversity and challenges as students in a new learning environment throughout the past year. In spite of this, we were able to successfully complete the 2019 through 2020 school year virtually and the 2021 through 20 school year in person. Thanks to the help of our state government, school district superintendent, school staff, and several others. The coronavirus pandemic brought about lockdowns and nationwide closures of schools and businesses. While those in government passed legislation that greatly affected our country, we as citizens lost the ability to gather at work, school, church, and many other settings. These lockdowns and quarantine periods made me feel as though I had lost my voice. It is my belief that there are those in life who may have lost their voice, were never given a voice, or do not have a voice. Such people include those who lost their lives during the pandemic, those who are disabled, and those who have not yet been born. It is our job as high school graduates entering a new world to stand up for those where many do not have a voice and use our voices for good. Hundreds of thousands of Americans have lost their lives throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Those of us who have known the onslaught of this virus have known what it can cost and how much we have lost because of it. The only thing that can worsen what has happened this past year is remaining silent wherever we may be. Nothing will improve if we enter the workforce, pursue future education, or honor future commitments without communicating with our fellow peers, making our voices heard, and striving for the best in everything that we do. We have a greater responsibility to be charitable to one another and be what God intended for us to be in His divine plan. Finally, we must cherish our accomplishments. Though graduation is the end of our childhood, it marks the beginning of a new stage in life, where we as individuals are more directly responsible for where we choose to go. 2020 taught me the importance of cherishing family during hardship. We say thank you to our parents for all that they have done throughout our lives in and out of school, and especially for what they did during this past year, for loving us and helping us to reach this moment and this new phase of our life. This is also the last year that our current principal, Dexter Day, will be here at Crestview High School. We thank him and other teachers who have been there to help us along this journey. Finally, classmates, Soap Agbalusi advised us to remember that diamonds are created under pressure. So hold on. It will be your time to shine soon. Mamá, papá, abuelito, ustedes son la razón por la que estoy aquí. Gracias por amarme, apoyarme y guiarme. Los quiero mucho.
A little bit shorter than he is. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Oh, I'm still ready from this morning. That Captain America's kicking in, baby. I'm telling you. Parents, I need to ask you something before we get started. We have 400 and some odd seniors here tonight graduating, walking across the stage, waiting 12 years, some 13, on their journey through their educational experience. There's a lot of parents here tonight, and I appreciate you being here. My daddy used to say, come hell or high water, we're going to have it. It's going to happen, and it's happening. But please, I got you, absolutely. But please understand this, that this graduation ceremony is live streamed for several reasons. For those that can't come, and for those that's from afar, that's serving our country, putting their lives on the line every day. And they're waiting for that moment to hear their child's name called tonight. So what I'm asking you to do is please refrain from any noisemakers that would drown out them, the only chance they're going to have to hear their child's name called out. Okay? Thank you very much. Good evening. On behalf of Superintendent, Assistant Superintendent, Board members, faculty, staff, administration, I would like to welcome you all to the 2021 Crestview High graduation. I would like to thank all of you for coming for our graduation ceremony. Seeing the graduates, parents, families, friends, faculty, and staff here today is a validation of the accomplishments of these graduates and proof of the love and support they have had and received over the years. Thank you, parents, grandparents, guardians, family members, for being here and supporting these young people through these years. Let me begin by giving my warmest congratulations to the class of 2021. I love each and every one of you. And you're going to say, Mr. Day, you really don't know me. That's right, I don't know you, but I love you anyway. Okay? I do. I've seen your face. I don't know all your names, and it hurts my heart that I don't, but I do love you unconditionally as a principal loves their student. This has been a test for everyone's character and commitment through this year. These students before me has talked about the pandemic and what's going on, and y'all, I'm just about over it. I really am. I'm really over it, having to quarantine and do all this stuff, but it's been for the best, and we've made it through it, and we're better for it. So thank you. We've also watched you parents support, and you've allowed your room to grow with everything you did, and I'm glad they have. You need to learn to make decisions. You need to learn to fall and learn how to get up, okay? You need to learn to advocate for yourselves. Okay, because we're not always going to be there. We want to be there, but sometimes we have to back off and let you make decisions and get yourself up. So hang in there, okay? I would also like to thank the dedicated faculty and staff, and I can't say enough about the faculty and staff that we have here at Crestview High School, the best group of people I've ever worked with in my life, and I'm going to miss you dearly. Not that I'm going anywhere. Okay. Now, today is the fun part. This is exciting. Today is a fun part, the celebration of all the achievements and growth of our students, teachers, and school. Over the past few years, the faculty and staff have seen graduates work exceptionally hard. It's great to look at this group of talented young people and feel the energy come from graduation today. And I know we didn't get a state championship, and I know we didn't do all this year, but that doesn't mean that you're not great students. You're outstanding students. You've done some great things, and we're proud of you more than anything. Okay? I believe all of us working here can remember the young students walking in as ninth graders, overwhelmed by the whole experience. But you made it through it. You persevered. And that's what will get you through the rest of life. Every graduate here today has put in hard work above all else to make them best of themselves. You have endured and achieved your goal, and especially through this year you have. And I'm very proud of you. Where you were quarantined, you're isolated, or whatever it was, you went home and you pursued and you finished, and you did a great job. Among these talented students before you are scholars, athletes, musicians, and theatrical performers. I've gotten to know many of them well. And I say with pride, each of you have potential to be all you want to be, and I'm excited about what the future holds for you. You should all be proud of the way you have grown, and growth comes in many forms. Helping others. That's one thing that we had to do this year, is we had to help each other, and that's one of the greatest things you can ever do, is help another human being get through, get out, over, under, whatever it is, to bring them through. That's the greatest satisfaction you can have. Dealing with changes, and people don't like changes. I don't like changes. My faculty don't like changes. They're going to have to change next year. They're going from block scheduling back to regular scheduling. They might have to do this. There's going to be changes in your life, and it's how you react to those changes to determine your growth. So hang in there. And failures as well. There was a young lady that spoke at baccalaureate last night and talked about failures. That was awesome. You missed it. Because failure is a great tool. See, you don't lose because you fail. You lose because you quit. Don't ever quit. Don't ever give up. I've seen this one thing, and I'm very good about sending out motivational quotes. I love motivational quotes. And I've seen the one about the stork with the frog in his throat, but the frog has got his arms. He's in the stork's mouth, but he's got his hands around the stork's throat. He ain't going to give up. And we never give up, so we never quit. No matter what it happens, you lose. You don't lose, you learn. L stands for learning, not losing. Okay? So remember that. I know, I'll shut up in a minute. Okay. You reach the end of your high school career, and as a skilled and respected group, ready to take on the next step of challenges which you will ensure your continued growth. You are all credit to yourselves. I urge you to always put your energy and talent and effort into your future goals. Do not procrastinate. The future will hold challenges and successes for each of you. You will have your own distinctive opportunities to grow. As this part of your life comes to a close, do not be sad to say goodbye. You'll have great memories. As this part of your life comes to a close, take what you have, learn, and create your place for yourself in the world. There's a big world out there, and it's waiting for you, seniors. Remember, and everybody in this stadium, and I want to hear everybody. I want them to hear it downtown. Because we have former graduates in this group, in this audience. I'm a former graduate, and this will be the saying that you'll never forget. Because remember, seniors, once a bulldog, always a bulldog. Absolutely.
Ready? Gabriel Omar Ayubi. Avery Pierce Dauphin. Kaylee Jaden Duncan. Brinley Nicole Tu. Aiden Christopher Jones. Caitlin Leanne Chambers. Joshua William Redding Cox. Hayden Bryce Seymour. Sheila Faith Linville. Louis Anthony DeRusso. Jaden Elizabeth Ennis. Caroline Ann Gailey. Elena Brooke Disty. Grace Madison Dean. Caitlin Victoria Guthrie. Jocelyn Marie Santos. Stephen Mitchell Sutherland. Abigail Rose Odom. Joseph Del Valle Figueroa. Daniela Liana Sanchez. Hannah Marie Heckel. Andrew Zito. Reese Alexander Mistely. Brennan Scott DeMarsico. Jessica Grace Hetty. Alea Megumi Kali'inui. Ricky Ann Flores Ordinario. Amber Rose Pocock. Madison Grace Parker. Eden Page Cisneros. James Coleman Gillis. Carly Jennifer Watts. Chloe Elizabeth Cadenhead. Jenna Morgan Watts. Kiana Destiny Acole. Ruthie Madison Chesney. Douglas Josiah Anderson. Amanda Caitlin Benigno. Mariah Lane Curtis. Terry Ann Sue Daly. Yaden Michaela Deere. Tristan Malachi Deese. Autumn Celeste Dubose. Janiyah Simone Marie Edwards. Macy Sierra Esmond. Lalita Alana Estrada. Michelle Sakura Fecho. Corey James Georgopoulos. Shelby Renee Henderson. Sierra Noel Howard. Ashlyn Leslie Jeter. Orion Rain Meyer Justo. Allison Marie Kirkpatrick. Emma Louise Colmetz. Chrissy Lee Kroll. Jennison Nicole LaBoy Morales. Desiree Michelle Moose Cox. Hallie Elizabeth Minyard. Ashley Brooke Newland. Evelyn Renee O'Connor. Christina April Dizon Ramos. Maria Fernanda Vargas Castro. Tiffany Williams. Kimberly Zarate Altamirano. Taylor Anderson. Alexis Lee Bailey. CJ Michael Banks. Haley Faith Bollinger. Chase Logan Braswell. Gracie Taylor Broom. Madeline Jade Bruning. Benjamin Michael Burns, Jr. Rayleigh Elizabeth Capps. Carlos Angel Thomas Arenas. Brian Odie Chrisman, Jr. Catherine Ann Dunn. Andrew Hunter Gillis. Lucas Nathaniel Cornegay. Anderson Jacob McCrary. Orchid Nicole McKinney. Lilia Elise Mendoza. Jaylee Page Miracle. Journey Kier Napoleon. Caitlin Marie Osborne. Ryelis Abigail Palacio. Megan Isabella Petrie. Heidi June Quarrier. Aiden Michael Shankland. Lily Isabel. Fallon Noel Tatro. Din Na Tran. Haley Nicole Vaughn. Juliana Lee Hall. Samuel Lewis Williams. Emma Adele Wilson. Sawyer Easton Young. Jaywan Acevedo. Ashley Nicole Adamek. Justin Tyler Abbott. Jared Richard Adams. Thomas Ferdinand Adams. Aiden Josiah Adkins. Hannah Denise Ainsworth. Victoria Dawn Ainsworth. Deanly Rafanan Alisa. Angelina Ray Alexander. Mario Samuel Althouse. AJ Ambuel, Andrew Asher Anderson, Ethan Philip Anderson, Hunter Anderson, Katera May Austin, Kyle Christopher Ayers, Patrick Bacon, Dylan Lamar Balaz, Brianna Nicole Banks, Dominic Santiago Barba, Jason Lee Barnes Jr., Ryan Barney, Savannah Isabel Berry, Aurora Carly Brianne Baxley, Logan Nicholas Bear, Xavier Javon Bell, Autumn Marie Bell, April Berry, Troy Jacob Berry Jr., Bradley Joseph Betts, Kylie K. Black, Delacia Laniria Blackshear, Sarah Caitlin Blade, Imagine Desiree Blaisdell, Bonnie Delaney Boaz, Aaron Anthony Bolke, Natalia Jasmine Bonilla, Parker Michael Borland, Levi Kent Boydston, Kevin Scott Boyle, Connor Allen Breeden, Devin Tyler Bridge, Brianna Nicole Brown, Brittany Lynn Brown, Stefan Demetrius Brown Jr., Brianna K. Bunch, Anthony Michael Bonicelli, Magali Cardenas, Lazaria Casey Kalia Carr, Jasmine Janae Carson, Jonathan J. Carson. Brooke Delynn Cato. Justin Davidson. Esperanza Anna Marie Cerda. Kaylee Sydney Chapman. Kayla Sydney Chapman. Landon Richard Cheslock. Anna Elizabeth Christian. Liliana Jade Cipriano. Bryce Jadelyn Clark. Damon Lavelle Clark Jr. Shakur Gerard Cobb. Brandon Adam Cogswell. Reagan Ashton Cole. Lazaria Alexis Coleman. Gavin Stone Collier. Zanae Marie Collins. Joseph Cole Conrad. Jacob Dean Cosmos. Nia Imani Cotton. Grant Daniel Currington. Christian Darnell Crawford. Robert Earl Cruz. Travis Michael Cruz Munson. Ivana Coeller Cervantes. Ryan Paul Culligan. Delaney Ariana Cullum. Destiny Summer Curry. Chelsea Ann D'Angelo. Trinity Annette Datner. Addison Gregory Davis. Elliot Torrance Davis. Evan Reese Davis. Ethan Hunter Davis. Alyssa Nicole Day. Dominic Lee Day. Timothy David DeVore. Austin Wayne Dixon. Hannah Maria Dillon. David Lane Diven. Joshua Seth Dockstetter. Gabriel Dominguez Jr. Gianna Marie Donafro. Trenton Michael Downing. Austin Joshua Dredding. Delmer Saul Dubon. Tyler Evan Dooley. Haley Nicole Dunn. Madison Hope Dunn. Megan Michelle Dupuy. Ralph Hudson Ellis IV. Carol Mary Lou Escoto Hernandez. Elijah Jamal Evans. Justin Tyler Everest. Ethan Zane Finoff. Dylan Magruder Fife. Alana Marie Flanagan. Jaden Christopher Fleming. Hannah Marie Ford. Alyssa Alexandria Fuquay. Carly Marie Fowler. Cassidy Brianna Frazee. Michaela Bell Frederick. Kylie Rose Frick. Jacob Lois Galbraith. Santrice LaJoyce Gant. Benjamin Garcia III. Austin Christopher Garner. Sandra Marie Garrett. Memory Lachey Garrison. Cody Lane Caden Gary. Richard Martin Angelo Giafaglione. Chase Evan Gillette. Mercedes Navia Goldsmith. Louis Michael Gomez Jr. Rowan William Gomez. Bailey Lynn Guthrow. Jameson Roy Graves. Jada Satara Green. Joshua David Green. Isaiah Arlester Grimes. Gerald W. Gristick. Benjamin Edmund Gross. Alyssa Brianna Hadley. Danielle Rachel Hagan. Kyla Christine Hall. Sean Patrick Hall. Kylie Ann Hampton. Paige Jordan Hansel. Xander Douglas Harland. Gabriel Pedro Harrow. Candace Andrea Harris. Christopher Michael Harrison. Jackson Dwight Harrison. Lindsay Nakisha Harrison. Willie Frederick Harrison III. Noah Jaden Rush Harris. Nathan Dean Haston. Cameron Scott Haygood. Heidi Joanna Hurd. George Mackey Helms. Sierra Rain Hembry. Lillian Elizabeth Henry. Faith Thompson Hernandez. Autumn Claire Heidel. Madison Lee Hill. Jessica Nicole Howard. Mary Ellie Hudson. Christy Lynn Hewitt. Chase Michael Huff. Cameron Robert Irwin. Jaheim Taquez Jackson. Shaquarius Shamal Jackson. William Michael Jackson Jr. Sierra K. Jackson Ramirez. Kelsey Margaret Jacobson. Ananias LaChina Johnson. Johnny Johnson. Bradley Ryan Johnston. Jace Tyler Kalsombat. Abigail Bingham Kiefer. Dylan Wayne Keith. Hunter Keith Kemp. Donovan Kane Kennedy. Emily Grace Carroll. Jarrett Sebastian Hewitt. Ryan Tyler Kimmons. Hunter Thomas King. Micah Reese Kirby. Trenton Michael Connett. Madeline Diane Knoll. Jacob Dallas Kuhn. Abigail Marie Lane. David Augustus Lane. Caden Miles Langston. Jonathan Paul Langton Marquis. Chakivia Anastasia Lee. Kaya Tania Lee. Reagan Ann Leach. Rayleigh Marie Legareta. Anna Olivia Lamaster. Braden Trent Lewis. Andrew Aiden Lincoln. Michelle Liu. Justice Tanae Livingston. Zachary Adam Livingston. Marcus Lorenz Lopez. Rebecca Portugal Laredo. Juno Lovretich. Natasha Erica Lovretich. Richard Thomas Luna. Easton Michael Lundeen. Curtis Bryson Lynch. Jocelyn Elizabeth Maiden. Caitlin Marie Martin. Riley McKenna Ella Mason. Tyler Hasty Mason. Austin Walker Mata. Jasmine Venice Matthews. Bryce Andrew Maxwell. Jessica Lynn Mayfield. Isaiah Alexander Mays. Emmanuel James Massa. Reagan Abigail McClard. Marquise Cortez McCoy. Alyssa Jamie McDonald. Desi Ezra McQueen. Nathaniel Medina. Evelise Mercedes Melendez. Russell Trenton Mingus. Erin Nicole Mitchell. Chase Lamar Mixon. Patrick Henry Moen. Eduardo Andres Maltavo. Sydney Renee Morrison. Devin Thomas Munnell. Tyler John Mushel. Camden Drake Myers. Daniel Germain Migrant. Ibeth Lynn Nimula. Michael James Niema. Abigail Michelle Oliver. Adriana Orozco. Kara Marie Overholtz. Richard Dean Overstreet, Jr. Ethan Kelly Owens. Jezabella Yoselin Padilla Gomez. Krisnal Lynch Palgon. Marley Dustin Paradise. Diamond Alexis Parker. Tyler Norman Perry. Leilani Tashay Pascal. Nathan Gabriel Patterson. Jeremiah Trammell Payne. John Taylor Payne. Crystal Jeanette Peterson. Mitchell Paterno Peterson. Tyler Pierce. Sydney Janae Price. Ariel Rose Prosperi. Anthony Michael Reed. Casey Ann Reed. Jada Desane Reese. Dadrian Kenneth Ranke. Isabella Marie Reyes. Javarius Kevon Reynolds. Thomas Cody Rebar. Alana Page Rios. Jason Lee Ritter. Jeremiah Brian Robinson. Alejandro Thomas Rodas. Angelique Sierra Rodriguez. Ian Dariel Rodriguez. Jonathan Alexander Rodriguez. Maria Nicole Kehaulani Rosario. Stephanie Dionisio Sanchez. Michael Riley Sandoval. Cody Smith. Cedric Lamar Smith, Jr. Jacob Aaron Sliger. Caleb Abner Sermons. Jayla Elia Lonell Singletary. Corey LaQuady Seiler. Colson Roy Wilburn Shelley. Matthew Jack Sharp. James Arnold Sharp. Mackay Dreshawn Scott. Valor Schumacher. Logan Christian Schaefer. Talon Joseph Saul. Desiree Santiago Colon. Michael Riley Sandoval. Garner Payne. Hallie Diamond Smith.
I think we're back.
Simon Andrew Smith. Zachary Chance Stallings. Melina Ajane Stevenson. Braden Dennis Stoltenberg. Evan Jade Stone. Michaela Lynn Storr. Eleanor Grace Stout. Sierra Ariana Strickland. Emma Rose Strong. Aaliyah Nicole Talcott. Ryan Christopher Tank. Michael Allen Tharp. Jediah Samir Thomas. Alfredo Torres Ramirez III. Kenlon Toth. Amos Lamar Troublefield Jr. Elizabeth Bell Tucker. Richard Duke Turner. Noah Riley Van Cleek. Elicio Villa. Christian Jose Velasquez. Joseph Elton Vest Jr. Kyle Clinton Votruba. Joey Matthew Walton. Ricardo Donnell Webster. Wyatt George Wakeonnect. Jaden LaRon West. Emma Lee Lorraine Whidden. Andrew Lawrence White. William John Wild IV. Matthew Dayton Wilkinson. Abigail Lane Williams. Shayla Sue Willis. Alyssa Brianne Wilson. Tara Rochelle Wiseman. Adrian Yost. Angel Zhang.
Is that you, Caitlin? Is that it? That's your speech? Okay. Use this one. You may have to hold this one too.
Okay. Do I start this one ready? Good evening, class of 2021. Today is a momentous occasion. It marks the end of one stage of our life and the beginning of another. The last 4 years have brought all of us many challenges and trials. They've also brought joy and success. As we look back on this stage of our life and reflect upon fond memories and friendships, it is important to thank the family, friends, teachers, and staff that helped us get to this day. We couldn't have made it to this day without you all. While we celebrate our achievements today, remember to think of the future. Today is the official beginning of our next adventure in our life. Many of us will either be continuing our education, joining the workforce, or joining the military. As we begin this next chapter, we will discover new things about ourselves. We will establish new friendships and maintain new old ones. But through it all, we will grow into a new, wiser version of ourselves. I hope you all succeed in whatever you do, and I'd like to share a quote to hopefully give you some inspiration. Confucius, a famous philosopher, once said, "Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall." Whatever decisions you make and paths you take in life, give it your all and don't be too scared to fail. Because how you rise and improve after you fail is far more significant than that little failure. Remember who you are, because no matter the challenge, you can conquer it. I'm sure you've had many challenges in the past few years, but you're here today and graduating. We've made it to this important day, and yet we still have more to accomplish. I would like to wish you all a good luck as we embark on our next adventure. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2021.
Please stand and join me in singing the Alma Mater. As we stand here at your portals and our voices rise, singing of our dear fond memories of let our praises ring. We will never, ne'er forget the praises we will sing.
All right, seniors, here we are. It's the time you've been waiting for. At this time, take your tassel, move it over. You are now graduates of Crestview High. Class dismissed. Get down, dogs. Thank you all for coming and have a good night.